All right, boys and girls, 5-minute lessons, polynomial style. What is a polynomial? Well, a polynomial is an algebraic expression with more than one, there's the poly, term. Don't ask me to explain why nomial goes with term, because I'm no expert in language. But a binomial has two terms. So like you might know that as x minus 10. That is two terms. A trinomial we've been doing for a while now. That could be like x squared minus 3x minus 6. A quadrinomial has four terms. That might be, it doesn't have to be x to the third. It could be x to the fifth plus 2x cubed plus x squared minus 1. Still a quadrinomial that just doesn't have a term of the fourth degree. I think you guys get the idea. Okay, what if we wanted to name these polynomials by their highest power? Okay, so if you have x squared, that is a quadratic. If you're wondering why it's a quadratic, it's because you could find the area of any unknown quadrilateral and it would produce a term that was an x squared. If that's not a good enough explanation for you, it's not really for me either, but there you go. Consider yourself disappointed. A cubic, that would like represent maybe the volume of a three-sided tetrahedron, or anyway, solid. And then there are no really geometric translations for the next one. So quartic is x to the fourth, quintic is x to the fifth, octic is x to the eighth. If I don't know them, then I don't ask that you guys know them. So that should be enough. All right, so now this is what you're going to be asked to do today. And I'm going to get you started. This thing has a third degree. How about this? If you have y equals x, that's x to the first power. That's a straight line. There are no turns in that. If you have y equals x squared, second power, that's a parabola. That has one turn. So guess how many turns something of degree 3 will have? 2. It always has one less turn than it does the degree. Okay, so this is a third degree, so we call it cubic. This thing has 3 terms, so it's called a trinomial. Trinomial. Okay, the end behavior says, like, what does this thing do at the beginning and end of the graph? Well, notice we have a positive coefficient right there in front of our term. And it's odd, so it's got 2 turns, as we said. So this thing is going to start low, go high, turn twice, and finish high. We call this, it's left to right. So you can either say that this is low to high, or you could say that it goes from down to up. Sorry, I'm running out of room. Down to up. Okay? Factored form. Well, all of these things contain an x. So let's take an x out. Well, this is what we just got done doing. So we're looking for 2 numbers that multiply to be 16 and add to be negative 8. That must be x minus 4 and x minus 4. And you could even consider this x minus 0 times x minus 4 times x minus 4. So what's going on with this? Well, this is our factored form right there. What are our zeros? Our zeros are 0 and 4 twice. So our multiplicity, you would say 4 has multiplicity, I'm going to abbreviate, of 2. That just means 4 is an answer twice. Well, what does that really mean? I'm going to clean. Oh, that hurt my neck so bad. I'm going to clear my screen. If a number has a multiplicity twice, then that means it is going to be tangent to the 0 at that point. That kind of helps us understand what the graph's going to look like. This was a bad example. Hold on. I should have had it go through the 0. Notice 0 was a solution and 4 was a solution twice. That's what it's going to look like. But if you don't know, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to put it in your graphing calculator. So hold on a sec. All right, so x cubed minus 8x squared plus 16x. So x cubed minus 8x squared. Come on, you can remember that. Plus 16. Let's graph it. All right, so we were correct. Now, if they want our relative max, will be right here. There is a relative point there where this thing maxes out and starts to go down again, and then it goes back up. Notice there's 2 turns. So we want to calculate our maximum. Enter to the left, get to the right of it, enter to the right, enter. Notice we have a relative maximum at 1.3 repeating, comma 9.481481. So that's a repeating decimal too. It's some nasty fraction. I'll just estimate it for the sake of this exercise. 1.3 repeating, 9.481 repeating. So this one would be 1.3, comma 9.481. Probably be better off with that as fractions. The relative minimum, well, we said that that one would be 4, comma 0. And that is pretty much what you need to know to get started with today's lesson. If you need more help with it, come see me. Boom!